Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Mars and Barnsy. I hope everybody's doing okay. I know I've been away for a while, but I've had some health issues, and I'm getting there, slowly getting there, and I hope to be making some good videos for you in the future. But anyway, enough of that. Welcome back to the channel. I've got a good one for you today. I think you'll find this interesting. It's Cydonia again, because it's part of what I call my Cydonia project, and I'm trying to explain to the people that are interested in it that the image taken by the Mars Express orbiter is most probably one of the most important images ever published ever shown to the public, and the ESA images are the only images that we can get any sort of sensible, realistic data out of. When it comes to Cydonia, it is absolutely pointless using any NASA data or NASA images. You can download the high-res images taken by the MRO, and they're supposed to be 10 times better than this image. This is taken at 13.7 meters per pixel, which is about 46 feet per pixel per inch. Now the high-res is supposed to be 10 times better. Now I can tell you categorically that the ESA images are far superior than the NASA images when it comes to Cydonia. The ESA images are the only ones that are worth looking at, seriously, and any researchers using NASA images will generate false results that won't be worth a carrot. I can guarantee it. You can make as many fancy images of pyramids and the mesas here and 3D revolve around them. You can be a top image specialist and it won't make any difference. You will be wasting your time, because the NASA images, unfortunately, are very heavily obfuscated, and all available relevant data in them has been taken out. So you'll just have a featureless plane that will be a complete waste of time researching. You will get incorrect data. These are the ones to study. I keep telling people, and I seem to fall on deaf ears a little bit, mostly because I haven't got a PhD and I'm not a scientist, but there you go. Anyway, to the people who are interested and following me, the couple of dozen that are following me, this is another ESA image, and it's just a continuation of some of my previous ones. Okay, so I'll just go to actual pixels on this, and if you've watched some of my other videos, you've seen that I've been exploring this particular area. There's one or two little things that I do want to go back to on this, but I want to sort of try, because I've missed out quite a few months because of illness and that, I want to try and move forward a little tiny bit, across the map, because we've got to get down here. We've literally only started scratching the surface on this image. There's that much information in it. But anyway, for the people who've been following me, you'll be familiar with this, which is I've given them names because these correspond to myths from the Book of the Dead in ancient Egypt. Like, I call this Isis, and she's lying on her back, and there's the fetus in her belly. Yeah, can you see that? There's the fetus. I remember I said it was the fetus was pointing at a husband, Osiris, here. And then if you just come back across here to the right hand side, we've got the kneeling sister. This is the sister kneeling of Isis. This is Nephthys. Remember I said from a distance she looks pregnant. See that? And then she's holding she's holding the bottle in her hand. You can see her eyes, her hair, her bobbed hair. You can see the malachite around her eyes, the dark. And there's the, I used to call this the sad lady before I knew who she was. Yeah, there's a nose. Little bit of degradation in the image because it's don't forget it's eroded and a little bit obfuscated, but you see the hand in a lap. Okay, so but anyway, between these two images, between Isis and Nephthys here, okay, at the tip of this V-shaped formation, which is very important, the way that's shaped. That isn't shaped like that randomly. I can tell you that for nothing, right? That is shaped like that and is being shaped by the culture that once lived here. That V shape, okay? But I will come back to that in another video sometime in the future, okay? But what I want you to have a look is this here. Just this. Now, this particular area here, see this? And I don't say this lightly, is one of the most amazing works of art, most probably in the solar system, right? And I know that sounds daft, and even now I find it difficult to get my head around it myself, what's here. But just this here, just all this, I've got to go back to this in another video because I won't have time. I've got to do this bit first, and then I'm going to go back here because this is important, believe it or not. I know it just looks like random rocks at the moment, but it's far from being random rocks. But this particular area here is one of the most amazing works of art in the solar system. It's absolutely unbelievable, and I'll try my best to explain. But for this particular video, I just want to show this creature here. And if you look very carefully, what I think we're looking at here is a monkey, right? Bear with me, don't sort of, oh, monkeys on Mars, that's it, I'm switching up, and because I think you'll miss out on a good video, okay? Just please bear with me. I know it's controversial and you might think it's daft and all that, but there is a very strong connection between Mars and the Earth, and the fauna and flora it must have been all mixed up for whatever reason. Either there was an advanced civilization on Earth at one stage and it went to Mars, or Martian civilization flourished earlier than the Earth. It's smaller and it might have flourished quicker, and it went to the Earth from Mars. I don't know, but there's Earth creatures here, and there's unknown creatures as well, which I will show you as time goes by. But this, in my view, is a monkey, right? It without a doubt. You've got there's one eye, you've got another eye there, you've got the mouth, the nose, and then you've got the rounded head, and then you've got its spine. There's its tail here, and then you can see its back leg, and then the hand. This isn't a very good image, it's very pixelated, but don't worry, I am going to show you much better pictures than this. But this is really to show you its location from the pregnant lady from Nephthys. She used to help women in childbirth, and she was a sister of Isis, and in between them is this here, this monkey. And as you can see, it's in a position of it's startled, it's moving forward. There's actually something in its hand, like a little oblong feature. You can actually see the digits in its hand. You'll see them clearly in a minute, don't worry. And you can see its thumb, and it's got 4 fingers. So it's definitely like a simian, a monkey, something like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just showing you its location between the kneeling lady and Isis, who's the pregnant lady. Okay, so if I just come here to this this one now. So I think I've brightened this one up. I can't remember exactly, but don't worry about it. But I brighten this one up. Okay, it's the same feature as what I've just showed you, and I think all of not so much brightened it up, but this is the colour image. The other one I'm showing you the black and white image because there's more items in the black and it's a bigger image, the black and white one. But obviously this is the colour image. I haven't done anything to it from what I can remember. I think that's just the raw image. Okay, and you can see the head of the monkey. One eye, there's the other eye, there's its nose, and there's its round mouth, and there's its head. See, and there's its spine, and there's its tail, and there's its back leg. And can you see? Look at the hand. Look at the hand there. Can you see it? You can see the thumb, and then you can see the fingers, and it's holding an oblong It's holding a oblong feature in its hand, which is a structure. That's a structure, and this is a structure. Okay, but it's purposely showing you this structure. So symbolically, it must have been very, very important. Okay, and I'll come back to that. And you talk about monkey on your back, right? If you look very, very carefully at the back of this monkey, there's another, like, I think it's a monkey or something resembling a monkey. There's its eyes, right, and there's its mouth here, and there's its body, and then that tail is also part of this, and that's got a leg here, but it's not very, it's not very clear, admittedly, but you can see, hopefully, that this monkey is carrying another one on its back. But there's a duality in all these images, multiple images within an image. Okay, but I'm starting at the end of this image, believe it or not, of this monkey. But I've got to do this, because the other parts of it are very subtle. But I'll come back to that in a minute. But so you can see the monkey, it's moving forward, it's startled, and it's showing in its hand here this oblong feature. Okay, so just let me go to, yeah, that's not very clear. Well, what I've done, right, which I usually do, as you know, I colour some of them in so you can get a better idea of the three-dimensional aspect of it. And I think you can see the tail, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, and look at the hand, guys. That's the clincher for me. The hind leg, and there's the front leg here, the other leg. Can you see that? And there's the spine. The spine, these are all structures. Everything on here, these are all structures. Everything you can see. The spine is mostly a road. Here it looks like a road and then going into a tunnel. But because the resolution is like 45 feet per pixel, don't worry too much about it. As long as you can see what I'm trying to point out to you. Okay? Right. So that's the monkey there. Now I'm going to prove to you now, as far as I possibly can, that what we're looking at isn't pareidolia. It is an imagination. It's a relatively realistic, symbolic combination of geoglyph of some kind of simian-like creature, i.e. like a monkey, right? And I'm going to show you why, how important this is, because if you turn the image around, if you turn this image around, right, and the monkey's on its back, you will see, right, that now this is the monkey 180 degrees spun round, right? Now here it's on its back and it's asleep, but it's just waking up if you can visualize that. Can you visualize that? So it's yawning. Can you see? Its eyes are heavy. It's the slowly opening. You can see its head here, and it's got like there's its head. There's a duality here, by the way, but I'm trying to my best to explain the first impression of it. So the monkey's being disturbed. It's been asleep. It's being disturbed, and it's slowly waking up, right? Because something's happened. And I'm going to explain to you what's happened, but that will be in the next video, otherwise the video will be too long. But this is showing you a symbolic awakening, a symbolic movement of this creature. Yeah? So there's its eyes, there's its nostril. Now this part signifies its mouth yawning, because it's just waking up now. And if you were to draw the line, let's see if I don't know what's happened to me. What's her name? But no problem. If you can draw a line down the center of this, you will see that there's a duality of images, because it's awake there, it's yawning, but then it settles back down again to contentment, because is its mouth again there. It's the head comes across like a V shape there, and it's starting to go back to sleep again, right? What I've done, I'll show you what I've done. I've put this in Movie Maker, right, and I've spun it round at 20 degrees at a time. Okay, now what I want you to do is just have a look at this monkey, right? So what we've got, and I'll go through each frame and then I'll speed it up. Like, this is the monkey's head here, right, and it's asleep. You've got the head. Now this is its ear. You've got its eye, its nose, and you've got its mouth here, and there's its spine there, right? But you've just got to imagine that the monkey is on its back asleep, right? Now I've just moved it forward by 20 degrees. Okay, so there's its head again. It's still integral, it's still, but now the ear is transformed. This ear is transformed into an eye now. So you've got one eye, two eye, nostril, there's the mouth. Okay, there's its spine and tail. Now I'll have to let it go. It's gone forward. Okay, that. Now this is the third frame, right? Now we can see the monkey is starting to wake up. Can you see that? It's on its back here. There's its tail here, and there's its spine. Yeah, there's its head, and we can see its left eye, right eye, nostrils, and there's its mouth. So the monkey is slowly waking up because something has happened. Okay, just let me go to the next image. Now can you see it's starting to yawn? See its mouth opening. The monkey is starting to yawn. It's still on its back. There's its tail. Okay, I'm trying to do my best to describe this. It's very subtle, and it's the most amazing work of art, I think I've ever seen anywhere, to be honest with you. And so the monkey is starting to wake up. I'll do another one. Now can you see it? It's yawning because something's woken it. Something's disturbed its slumber. You see the eyes, see the head, see the mouth open and yawning. Yeah? Okay. Now just ignore this part and imagine this, it's its head now, if you can. I know it's awkward, I'm doing my best to describe a very subtle, complicated thing, but now we have the eyes left and right. We've got the nostril. Now, is the muzzle of the ape, the monkey there? Can you see that there? And it's not yawning anymore. Its mouth is closed, and it's content because the action that woke it up is okay. It's happy with it. Its sleep that was disturbed has now gone back to being calm again, because it's okay with the movements of the issue that disturbed it, if you can understand me. So can you see where it's gone comfortable again, right? Now move it again. Here we have it, it's gone back to sleep now. Okay, there's its head, you see that? Its eyes, its nose, its mouth. There's its spine, its legs. It's okay, everything is okay with the world, let's say that, because it's happy with the situation that it's in. Let's go for the next one. Now, this is the ideal moment now in this situation. The monkey's quite happy with the situation and there's no problems here. This is the pinnacle, but things start to change a little bit now. Right. Next one. Can you see? Now the monkey is awake. Can you see that? The aspect of the skull is looking to the south now. You can see the eye, his left eye, right eye, its mouth, its nose, there's its spine, you see its tail, there's its leg, there's its other leg here, and two front legs there, two front legs, it's a rear leg here, and there's the paw with the object in the paw. So it's starting to wake up now. Then I'm going to move it forward again. Can you see it? It's you know, the integrity of it is still there. It hasn't broken up into random pieces or anything like that. It's still a monkey. It's still a coherent whole. Okay, see the tail, the back paw here with holding the item. You can see the two front paws. See the head. Okay, now it's actually looking down this way, and I'm going to tell you what that is next video. Okay, because this is amazing, this. Right, so it's more or less fully awake now. It's gone from its calm slumber because something bad's happened, yeah, and it's responding to that incident, if you like. Just let me push it forward. Now can you see it? It's fully awake now, fully awake. See its head, its eyes, its mouth. You can imagine it to be screeching, stuff like that. There's and it's showing this item that must have been very, very important, that its only weapon is this in its hand. It's still looking in this direction. See the way its nose twisted a little bit? It's still looking in this direction. Now it's not perfectly formed because you're looking at roughly about 15 different types of images here. It doesn't look it, does it? But there's about 15 different types of images, which I will explain to you, but I'll have to explain the rest of the image next video. By all means, go back and have a look and see if you can see what's going on, because there's a hell of a lot going on in this image. This, like I say, anyway, so we go back to the monkey. Now it's awake and it's moving forward. It's looking back. And there we go to the start again. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to let this roll. I think I've set it for like 1 second, 1 movement per second. So just watch it and see if you can see the movement that this culture has built, this monkey, and it's created it in such a way that the rock that it's made out of becomes alive. So it's actually making, depending on how you look at it, it's making a living image. It's unbelievable, honest to God. Yeah, just let me, I'll play it and just watch it. Can you see the way, it's going back to sleep now. It's becoming fully awake, and now it's fully awake. It's asleep, it's waking up, it's yawning, it's slumber, going back to slumber. It's completely slumbered. Now it's waking up because it's being disturbed. Can you see that? Just watch it again. That is not random. It's not a crazy random group of rocks, produced by millions of years of geological processes. We're looking at something that has been deliberately carved into the rock and is telling us a massive story. Yeah, I actually call this Thoth because this is the only explanation I can find, because they haven't built these massive features. This is miles long, and they haven't built these features for nothing. They're trying to tell us a really, really important story. And the only nearest analogy I can find for this is Thoth, the god of wisdom, and his animal symbol from the Book of the Dead in ancient Egypt was I think it was a monkey, and the Egyptians held monkeys as being very, very sacred, of the highest esteem, like the Apis bull with Osiris, but they did hold the likes of monkeys, simians, in very, very high esteem. Yeah, and Thoth was supposed to have had a book, the Book of Wisdom, or the Emerald Tablets, but he was supposed to have a Book of Wisdom, and that was supposed to have held all the knowledge of the universe. And when I tell you what he's looking at, and like the next videos, this may be a representative of that book, possibly, and that's his weapon, and he's holding it in it. This monkey is holding it in his hand, and he's showing it to his enemy, which is here in the image. I'm not going to say nothing about what else is in the image, but there's tons of data and information in it. I just wanted to show you that this isn't just purely a random rock. And I know it sounds daft when I turn around and say it's a monkey, and people will just automatically laugh at me and think, oh, he's crazy, he's off his head. I'm not off my head. I know what's here. I can see it, and I've just shown you that is not random in any shape or form. Okay, so you can go back and look at that, when you get time, and watch it turning around and whatever else. But it's absolutely unbelievable. And there it is on its back when it's waking up, yawning, and I coloured it blue. Okay, right, guys, and there's something else in the image. I'm not going to say what it is. If you can have a look at it and you can see what's there, which is absolutely amazing, then maybe comment and tell me if you think you can see something else in the image, because there's loads of stuff in this image. There's absolutely loads. And is there any coincidence that this is between Isis, the pregnant lady, Nephthys, the kneeling lady, and there between them we've got this monkey that was asleep and is now fully awake? And I've shown you the sequence where it wakes up and then it moves round from sleeping to yawning as it awakes, then it settles back down again, and then there it is, fully awake, moving forward. It's depicted moving forward. It's showing its hand with the maybe the Book of Wisdom in its hand as its weapon. I don't know, but it's not random geological processes that we're looking at, is it? And this shape is not random. Nothing's random in this image. There's nothing at all that you can see is random here. Right, okay then. Alright then, guys, thanks for watching. I hope I've done my best to explain what we're looking at. I know I'm not the most eloquent person in the world, and it's very difficult for me to sort of put across to you exactly what's here. It's so difficult, but I am doing my best. But if there's any questions, please comment below. Not many people comment, but I'd like to discuss what I'm showing you with more people, to be honest with you. You know, all the different images I'm showing you from the single image cannot be pareidolia, imagination, misinterpretation. It's all telling a story, and it's very, very closely related to some of Earth mythologies. And next video I'm going to tell you what's going on here, because there's, you know, that monkey hasn't just woken up for no reason. It's been disturbed, and I'm going to tell you next video why it's been disturbed. Okay guys, thanks very much for watching the video, and I always appreciate the people that do comment. I know it's not many that comment, but I do appreciate it. And thanks for taking the time, your precious time, watching these videos. And I'll see you again soon. Thanks guys, see you later.